Good morning, good morning. I am Kalua, and I didn't do my usual Claritea with Kalua this week because it was a bit of a whirlwind week. Let me see if I can get him over the star of my week. Come here. Come here. Here he is. This is the star of my week. Some of you may have seen my posts. Hi, Bo. This is Bo. He decided on Monday to take a flying leap, like he thought he was a cat. And the next day he was walking around kind of like he had a stiff neck. And then he started throwing up. So I called my amazing friend, Mary Vogel, who is a canine massage therapist and Reiki healer. And, she said, she'd work him in the next day and that I should probably go to the vet because, let's make sure nothing's broken or, right? So I took her advice and, next morning I had an alarm to go off first thing to call the vet and make an appointment. So made the appointment at about 7:30. His appointment was for 9:45. And between like 7:30 and 9, this dog went from, being a little crooked and stiff to completely twisting around. I mean, he basically stood like a candy cane. And his eyes went off to one side. He couldn't make eye contact with me. I tried to take him out to, walk a little bit before his vet appointment. And, at first he was walking like he needed an alignment. And then he started just spinning in circles. He couldn't even walk straight anymore. Like right before my eyes, it was all happening really quickly. And so, ran him to the vet. And basically they said, they don't know. A lot of times that kind of stuff could be ear issues. His ears were fine. They didn't see any injuries, any kind of broken anything. And they thought, well, it might be neurological, and basically sent me home with some anti-inflammatory medication and some anti-nausea because the poor thing's whole world was spinning and he's probably pretty nauseous. So, stressful for both me and the dog. And, Mary, again, lifesaver, she gets him in and she does some massage and Reiki on him. Well, just that alone, I brought him home and he slept and he slept and he slept. And it was just like, you felt so good for him because that feeling if you've ever been horribly ill and you can't rest, like you just feel like garbage, but you can't get to sleep and all you want to do is get to sleep. I'm pretty sure that's how he felt, and Mary made that happen for him. And it was just so great to watch him rest and sleep and sleep. And afterwards, while we're there at the appointment, she takes pictures of him, sends them off to the chiropractor who she set me up with for the next day. And now the chiropractor is like fully aware of what's going on. She has a plan. She knows what she's going to do before we even get there. She's got like an infrared machine to help loosen up his neck and everything. And so we get there and pretty good adjustments on him and use that infrared. And he was still kind of, twisted up. And she said, it's unlocked. It could be because he's still sore. We still don't know what's going on. And then the next day, I woke up and he walked out to me a little bit crooked and he rested for a little while longer. And then, I wanted to see if he wanted to go to the bathroom, and he walked straight outside and he even went down the stairs. And it was amazing. And I was so happy because, it was not looking good. And truly, actually, yesterday the vet even called to see if I was ready to put him down yet. So, as you can imagine, it's been an emotional week and a week filled with gratitude at this point, especially for Mary and her whole team and what they've been able to do for this dog because, he was really not looking good at all. So I'm so happy to have him here, and he just can like move around and be like a normal dog again. Well, as normal as he gets. So, But so I wanted to talk about, because I actually, that's a lot of emotions. That's a lot of ups and downs. And so, there are things that I do on a daily basis to stay grounded. And, because we don't want these constant ups and downs and, the roller coaster. We want to stay balanced so that when we're going through these things, it's not so overwhelming, and we can function and we can manage and we can make good decisions. And so I have some things that, I do every day, and I was especially doing through all of this. And they're actually what I've put into the Claritea Party that I'm starting this month, which actually ends up starting today. It's a Claritea Party that I'm doing, and so what it involves is meditation, because there's nothing like meditation to just kind of calm your mind and body down. It just opens you up for receiving the divine messages, so that you're not so busy. And you know what? Don't get intimidated by meditation. A lot of people do, and there is no perfect meditation. The point is to just have a little bit more calmness, and that's it. So if your thoughts are racing, and then they just come down a little bit to that's okay. That's a win. If nothing else, you just have some awareness of your thoughts. That's okay too, right? There is no perfect meditation. There is just only practicing and just calming things down as much as you can. And just like any kind of practice, every time it gets a little better and it gets a little better. And so along with that, I do energy oracle cards for myself. And I'm going to set you down because I'm going to do an example today. Are you ready? You want to hop down, weenie dog? Yes. Go lay down. Go on. Yes. Go. Have fun. Okay, you can sit right there too. So, the energy oracle cards are basically something that taps into your own energy. And, if you've ever heard of the universal law of attraction, the energy that you're putting out into the world, the vibration that you're putting out into the world is basically what you can expect back. So if you're putting out really high vibration energy like love and faith, that's what you get back. But if you're putting out low vibration doubt and fear, then that's what you get back. So really what the oracle cards do is they help you tap into your own intuition and your own energy and just give you an idea of, where are you vibing right now? And, in my case, what I do is I use that then to turn around and do some EFT tapping. So maybe I either want to enhance what I'm vibing, or I want to reverse it and say, oh no, that's not serving me today. So the one I'm going to do in the tea party is a little bit more. It's going to be 3 cards, so each person will get 3 cards. But the one I do like on a regular maintenance daily basis is just a 1 card. I pull it out. What is my divine message for today? And then I work off of that. So I was going to do that actually for just the general public. Like, what is our divine message as a community today? And so I have my beautiful energy oracle cards here. And what I do, oftentimes I do this is something I would do actually in my fitness classes, just kind of get your energy moving. And I connect it to my heart. And I connect it to my wisdom. And then I connect it here, sending my heart and my wisdom, clearing, anything that might already be there that's from, previous readings, and saying a little prayer, just asking, God, source, universe, for protection and divine guidance. And then just shuffle it up a little bit. And I'm just asking, what is the divine message for my community today? What is it that we want, or that would benefit us to hear today? All right. And I've done these actually as posts. I've not done it as a live video, but I've done it as posts. And you know, whenever I do, somebody generally says, I needed to hear this today. So, all right. So today is fourth angel, Archangel Raphael. Beautiful picture. And I actually read it because I find that the interpretation can be different depending on the person and their circumstances. And I find that within the reading, there's always like that something that I might not have said that is right on. Even when I do it just for myself, like, you know, I'll see things like, what? No. And then I'll read through it and I'm like, that's what it was I was supposed to hear today. Okay. So fourth chakra is going to be the heart, which is really amazing because I've been talking about, you know, we're transcending into our hearts. So I love that this came up for you know, our community as a whole. And so this one is about love, compassion, and self-acceptance. And so in this one, and I'll show you the picture too while I'm reading it, it says, Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink to your heart center. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. And with that, you have a mantra or an affirmation statement, and it is, my heart center, my fourth chakra, is open to its perfect, healthy, and joyful state. The energy of love flows through me now. I live in love. How beautiful. I love that that came up today. Oh, wow. So I generally will use that to inspire some EFT tapping, and that's just basically, you know, like psychological or emotional acupuncture. You know, you tap different, you know, meridians on your body, right? This is all it is, and we just, and what you do is you can do the negative statements, right? So that's what I think is really cool about EFT is like you go through like, you know, the junk that gets caught up in your mind, but you're tapping on those meridians while you're doing it. So it sort of relaxes your body as you know, vent that junk that tends to hold us back. And then I'll go through and then we do it with the positive statements. And then it feels just a little bit more authentic because we've cleared the other stuff. And you actually, without even consciously realizing, start acting in that way. Like it just benefits you. And, you know, you just start moving forward in this new positive direction. So this is the stuff that I do to keep myself, you know, emotionally balanced and clear and calm and centered and grounded. And this is what I'm offering in the Claritea Party this afternoon at 3 o'clock. So I would love it if you would come join me. I ask, you know, any of my, you know, members of my programs, they're welcome at no cost. This is something that they get as a benefit of being in a program. I ask that if you're not in one of my programs, that just a donation. I requested a $10 love offering, but if you're having a hardship, I welcome whatever you can do because I would rather see you there benefiting and moving you in that right direction than not see you at all. So that's what I got going on this afternoon. I'm gonna, you know, spend a relaxing morning after a little bit of a chaotic week, getting myself grounded and ready to see you at 3 o'clock. Bye.